3,000 people vanish from this town every year, caught on camera. 3,000 people just vanished from this town. This footage shows exactly how, and it happens every single year. Google Dunwich-on-Sea right now. Pause this video and try. Nothing exists. No Wikipedia page, no travel sites, no government records. Because for 305 days a year, this place doesn't exist. 60 days, that's all you get. Miss your window? You wait an entire year. Or forever. Watch this satellite footage from April 1st, empty ocean. April 15th, 3,000 people, 37 buildings, one impossible town. But here's what the footage doesn't show, and this will destroy everything you think you know about reality. February 14th, 2023, one TikTok video goes viral. 30 seconds of buildings rising from water, 1 million views in 6 hours. That same day, 48 people from 17 countries buy plane tickets to Manchester. None of them know each other. Different ages, different languages, different continents, all heading to coordinates that don't officially exist. June 30th, between 11:30 p.m. and midnight, all 48 arrive. They find empty ocean. The town evacuated 12 hours early, like it sensed them coming. The odds? 1 in 847 million. But here's what breaks reality. Every single person had searched impossible places the week before. The algorithm didn't show them that video. Something else did. Something that's been watching, learning, hunting. All 48 post the same video title, The Town That Wasn't There. All go viral. All drive more victims to the coordinates. The town doesn't just disappear. It recruits. Every April, the war begins. 37 buildings, 3,000 tourists, 48 hours to claim your territory. No reservations, no ownership, pure combat. But here's what destroys minds. The buildings move. The cafe that served coffee on Coral Street Monday, Thursday, it's on Seashell Avenue. Same Victorian windows, same blue door, same foundation stones. Town surveyor James Mackenzie measured the lighthouse foundation in 2019. North Shore coordinates 54.7128 degrees north, 1.2345 degrees west, 2020 measurement. South Shore 54.7892 degrees north, 1.4567 degrees west. Same lighthouse, same stones, different reality. The post office migrated half a mile inland between seasons. Not rebuilt, migrated, taking its address plaques, mail slots, and foundation with it. Tourists arrive with GPS coordinates for buildings that decided to vacation elsewhere. Your hotel reservation? The building chose a new street. Your table at the cafe chose a new universe. Mackenzie quit after 3 years. His resignation letter had 2 words. It thinks. Every surveyor quits. Every engineer refuses to work there. The town keeps score. This guest book goes back 60 years. Look at these entries. 1987. Thank you for letting us visit your world. 1993. We are grateful guests in your sacred space. Now look at these. Overpriced garbage. Staff was rude. Would not recommend. 2 stars. Watch what happens to negative reviews. The ink fades, not from age, from something else. 17 families arrive with confirmed reservations. None of their bookings exist. Not canceled, not moved, erased from reality. Digital forensics found something impossible. The booking records existed until 11:59 p.m. the night before arrival. At midnight, they vanish from every server simultaneously. Every database, every backup, every email confirmation, gone. All 17 families had one connection. They'd complained the previous year about prices, service, the weird rules and creepy locals. The town remembered and decided they weren't welcome. The guest book tells the truth. Respectful visitors appear year after year. Complainers, their names edit themselves out of existence. Like the town maintains its own blacklist. The year the town committed murder, 3,000 confirmed reservations, 37 businesses with paid permits, hotels booked solid for months. April 1st, opening day, hundreds of cars arrive, families with luggage, children excited for vacation. Nothing, just water. 60 feet deep, where the town square should throb with life. Coast Guard deploys sonar, no buildings, no foundations, no debris. Geological surveys reveal smooth sand, like nothing was ever built there. Underwater cameras show pristine seabed, no pilings, no rubble, no evidence civilization ever touched this spot. 3,000 people standing on a beach, staring at impossible emptiness. The lawsuits consumed 2 years. 47 million pounds in damages claimed. Government claims unprecedented geological shift. Insurance companies scream act of God. Families destroyed. Businesses bankrupted. Life savings evaporated. But locals whispered the truth. The town got tired. Tired of influencers treating it like content. Tired of TikTokers filming everything. Tired of tourists who came for selfies, not reverence. So it disappeared for an entire year to think, to plan, to evolve. And when it returned in 2019, bigger, more beautiful, with streets that never existed before, and new rules. No photography, no social media, no treating the town like entertainment. The town learned to protect itself. Something unprecedented happens in British law. Parliament classifies this entire area as a temporary geographical feature. Not a town, not a settlement, a geographical feature. Like a sandbar or tidal pool, which means you cannot buy property that doesn't legally exist. Banks refuse mortgages on maybe buildings. Insurance companies won't cover sometimes businesses. I called Lloyd's of London, explained the situation. Then realized I was serious, then hung up. So businesses pay £12 yearly for seasonal occupancy permits. But here's the clause that destroys lives. Your permit expires when the first winter storm hits. Not a calendar date, when weather decides. Sometimes September 15th, sometimes October 30th, sometimes August 22nd. You wake to 40-mile-per-hour winds and have 6 hours to evacuate your entire existence. Don't make it out, the ocean claims everything. No insurance, no compensation, no rescue. Storm strikes 3 weeks early. 8 businesses lose everything overnight. 15 families watch their vacation homes dissolve beneath waves. Official response? Should have read the permit terms more carefully. 40 years of work, gone, because weather decided differently. But the guest book reveals the town's true nature. 3 unwritten rules determine who survives. 1. Treat the town as a living entity, not a destination. 2. Take only memories, leave only gratitude. 3. Understand you're a guest in something ancient and aware. Follow these rules. Your name appears in the guest book year after year. Your building never relocates unexpectedly. Your reservations never vanish. Break them, the town remembers. Forever. Every September, as the town prepares to sleep, residents perform ancient rituals. They leave offerings, coins, flowers, handwritten thanks. Not to appease the ocean, to thank it for borrowing impossible. Because here's the truth nobody admits. This place doesn't need us. In a world where everything gets conquered, commodified, reviewed on TripAdvisor, rated on Google, some things refuse to be tamed. The ocean always wins, but sometimes if you approach with wonder instead of entitlement, with reverence instead of expectation, it lets you witness miracles, until it doesn't. If this shattered your understanding of reality, you need to see what I found in classified government archives about the city that builds itself in 24 hours and demolishes itself the next day. The footage will rewrite everything you thought you knew about impossible places. Drop a comment if you've ever been somewhere that felt too alive to be just a place. Because after researching this, I'm convinced there are dozens of places like this hiding in plain sight. Don't be like those 48 people, 12 hours too late. Because here's what no one tells you. If you arrive late, the town still sees you, not with anger, not with cruelty, but with something far, far worse: curiosity. Locals talk about the wanderers, people who miss their check-in window and refuse to leave. No tickets home, no way to explain what happened. They're not listed as missing. They're not listed at all. Some swear they still roam the cliffs above the South Shore, speaking in dialects no one's used in 400 years, wearing clothes that don't belong to this century or this timeline. And the town doesn't remove them, it studies them. like a biologist watching ants navigate a maze they can't escape. Ask yourself, why are there no maps older than 1961? Why do birds never fly directly over the square? Why does every mirror in Dunwich-on-Sea reflect a slightly different sky? Next episode, I'm taking you inside the church that never ages, where the stained glass windows show events from the future. And one of them, it shows me. Filming that very moment, in a building that shouldn't exist, on a street that changes names every day. 72 hours. You don't want to be late for this one.